Hey, what's up everybody, it is me, Geekers, back with another video, and today we are doing a haul video for August of 2017. So this month I got a pretty solid stack of books, so let's just get right into it. Starting off with the one DC book I got this month was Batman False Faces by Brian K. Vaughan. I'm a big fan of Brian K. Vaughan, and this has a bunch of basically like different stories that are kind of connected, and there's a random Wonder Woman story here as well that all have to do with like secret identities and like changing your identity. So I thought it was a pretty good book and I'd recommend it. So the next few books I got were a couple Eisner winners that I picked up after they won a couple awards or were nominated. So the first one I got was Black Hammer by Jeff Lemire. I've been meaning to pick this up, but I never did, and once I won the Eisner award, it was a pretty solid amount of buzz, and I just decided that I wanted to read it, and I got it, and I have not cracked it open yet, but I will very soon. With Black Hammer, I also got Dark Knight by Paul Dini. A very, very interesting book. It's like, it's by Paul Dini, about Paul Dini and how he got mugged and how that influenced his life and his creation on the Batman animated series. And it was a really, really, really intriguing book that I would highly recommend. And yeah, so I liked it a lot. I also got Astro City, which one is this? Confession by Kurt Busiek. I have never read Astro City, but I've heard a lot of great things about it, and I decided to pick this one up after Astro City was nominated. I know this isn't the one that it was nominated for, but I thought it was I heard it was a good place to start. And a couple months ago I picked up Vision Volume 1, and I read that and I really liked it, so I picked up Vision Volume 2 by Tom King, and I have not started it yet, but I'm looking forward to continuing the Vision series. Another Tom King book that I picked up was Volume 1 of Sheriff of Babylon, who's the same team that is doing the Miracle Man book right now that I read the first issue of and really enjoyed. And this one is really good so far. I'm only about an issue in, I think. But I like the art style a lot, and the writing is pretty solid. So next up I got Tales from the Con, or Tales from the Con, by Brad Giger, and I go to a lot of comic book conventions, so that's why I picked this up. And there are some really, really funny jokes, but there are also some jokes that I just kind of miss. But it's only $10, and I would recommend it to any comic book fan or anyone who goes to a lot of conventions, because they do hit on a lot of funny jokes. I think in the last haul video I got Wicked of the Divine Volume 1, and I read that and really enjoyed it, and so I got Wicked of the Divine Volume 2 Fandemonium. It's going to continue the series that I've really enjoyed so far, and I'm looking forward to cracking this one open. And last month I also got East of West Volume 1, or 2 months ago, I'm not sure. So I got East of West Volume 2, and I'm about 3 issues in, I think, and I'm really liking it. There's some stuff that it's so confusing sometimes, but for the most part I really enjoy it. So the next book I got was inspired by Defenders that just came out a couple weeks ago. And it is Alias, Jessica Jones Volume 1. Alias has been a book that I've been meaning to get for a really long time, but I just never picked up. So I decided to get it, and I've read the first 4 issues and I love it so far, so I'm probably going to get the next volumes like very, very soon. Another Marvel Volume 1 that I got is Squirrel Girl, Squirrel Power Volume 1. And I read it and I really liked all the jokes to the Marvel Universe, and the Kraven the Hunter part was really funny, and it also comes with her first appearance where she beats Dr. Doom, which is very interesting, and I thought it was really funny and a creative, fun book overall. And last but definitely not least, to fulfill my Star Wars need, I got Star Wars Vader Down. This is actually the first Star Wars comic book that I've bought in. I've never read a Star Wars comic book before. I've always watched the movies more than I read the comics. But I heard this one was a really good one, so I decided to pick it up, and I'm really intrigued on what the story is because I'm going into this one blind. I just know it's a big Darth Vader story. So this month I actually decided to pick up a couple real books, and the first book that I got was Stephen King's Different Seasons. This has 2 novella short stories that inspired 2 of my favorite movies, Shawshank Redemption, which was inspired by Riri Hayworth and the Shawshank Redemption, and also The Body, which is Stand By Me is based off of. So I decided to pick it up, and I'm really digging it. And also one that I'm almost finished with, Ready Player One. In preparation for the movie that comes out next year, I decided to pick up this book, and I've always wanted to read this book because it's full of a bunch of like nerd references and like gaming 80s, just 80s references in general. There's some cool Lord of the Rings ones in here as well, and I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan. But yeah, Ready Player One, I am really, really digging it, and I got this nice hardcover, which I really love. I love hardcovers, but they're just so much more expensive. So that was my August 2017 haul video. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more, ring that bell to get notified whenever I make a new video, and tell me what your favorite item that I got was, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye.